Hey, Kratos, how's it going, man? Cheers. We're about to start some Black Mesa. I started up the Streamlabs and the desktop audio wasn't working, so I had to restart it. So, a little bit of a buckle there, but I think we can get going. Let's, so we played the Black Mesa, before the full version was released. It was the full version in testing. But now that that's all done, it uploaded like 15 more gigabytes, and we just got like another 45 megabytes in an update. So hopefully it's a little bit better, a little bit cooler, and a little more fun to check out. Let's get into it, shall we? A little curious about it. If it was giving me problems when I had just switched to Windows 10, but I was also having some driver problems, and I think I got the driver problems fixed. Multiplayer? Wow. Alright, let's fix our video. Huh. This is all new. Okay, let's see if I can get it to fix the video. Oh, what? I can't change it? Let me see if I can change it so far. There we go. Now, where were we? Oh, that's more like it. Okay, great. We got all, looks like all of our settings are pretty much still here. So my bindings are probably, yeah, my keys are still there. WASD, nah, that's cool. That's if people use that's cool. It's just, Kratos, my key bindings are custom. I develop my own key bindings, and it really, what it comes down to is that I played Doom, and when I played Doom, the only thing you do is open doors and shoot stuff. So you had the use key, the shoot key, and, like, well, basically, I would, just use the space bar and the, what was it, the alt key? Or something like that? I don't remember. Maybe it was the shift key and the control key, and then I kind of migrated up to the keyboard there from that corner. And then, next thing you know, I got my own key bindings, and the thing, it just really weirds me out, the WASD, and you're using your left hand to move. Kratos, my left hand does more function. My right hand, the mouse looks, but it also moves forward and backward. Usually, the mouse hand looks around and shoots. It's like it's supposed to be your gun. You look around and shoot with it. But I use it to move, and then all my function comes out of the left hand. All my ducking, jumping, using, flashlight, all of that. It's all keyboard. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Always run. Yes. No. Oh wow, really? Iron sights, huh? Oh, that must be for the that must be for the 357. We might do that. Scientist? Marine. Okay. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Wow, this is really heating things up.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
Looking at my computer
This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel. The time is 8:47 a.m. Current topside temperature is 93 degrees, with an estimated high of 105. The Black Mesa compound is maintained at a pleasant 68 degrees at all times.
I don't know, I kind of wonder about some of the settings. It's almost like it's set for like UHD, and my screen is just regular HD. Yeah, full disclosure, Kratos. I've been looking into that.
Inbound from Level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high security area beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9 and board a high security train.
Yeah, I don't...
If you have not yet submitted your identity to the retinal clearance system, you must report to Black Mesa personnel for processing before you will be permitted into the high security branch of the transit system.
I don't like the aliasing. Or maybe it's the anisotropic. The edges of things. It looks choppy. The texture looks weird.
Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system.
Yeah, something ain't right with it. Like those power lines, the way that they're like choppy, and the hoses above us.
Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
Man, I'm thinking about I'm thinking about getting another video card, but the thing is, my video card is so I guess that doesn't make sense. My video card's a really good video card, and it's so expensive. So to like do even better is like more expensive. Or even just to like double up. I can't just like get a cheap one and tack it on. I mean, maybe I could. Maybe it'd help. I don't know. I should look into that. I wonder if I could tack on a cheap one, if it would like help.
A reminder that the Black Mesa Hazard Course Decathlon will commence this evening at 1900 hours in the Level 3 facility. The semifinals for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure broadcast.
Yeah, that should be looking pretty good. Guess I could dial it off. I don't know what that is. Potato? We're gonna go with potato, Kratos. I don't know, I think I'm gonna be in here. Yeah. That's what I wanted. That's what I was after the whole time. That should be better.
Transmission. Remember, more lives than yours may
Oh, yeah.
depend
Look at
on your
that.
fitness.
Now we're talking. That smooths it out. It's not perfect, but it helps.
Do you have a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our civilian recruiting team. The Black Mesa facility is an equal opportunity employer.
You know, seeing that thing reminds me of Opposing Force, which we played a little while ago. That was a lot of fun.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel.
I wouldn't mind playing
Regular
it again.
radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe. Work smart. Your future depends on it.
That's quite a mess.
Now arriving at
Wow.
Sector C test labs and control facilities.
Question.
Please stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity.
What are
Before
you?
exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings.
What are you
Thank
here
you,
for?
and have a very safe and productive day.
Okay, Kratos, if I remember right, this was released like just before GoldenEye.
Morning, Mr. Freeman.
You remember Nintendo 64?
Looks like you're running late.
Remember how popular GoldenEye was? This game came out like a little while before GoldenEye, and it had the ability to look up and down. You couldn't do that with Doom. Now, I'm talking about this game, the original Half-Life. It was so... Dude, they've added a lot. Yeah, that's how early it was. The technology was like, oh wow, you can look up and down. Wow, that's amazing. And then they added a bunch of other really cool stuff. But basically, the idea of the game is that you are a scientist and you're headed down into a missile base, and you're supposed to report to work. Now that's really all you know at the beginning. But what happens is you're in a teleportation research lab, and you have to get this hazard suit on, and then you go put this rock into this beam, and then it causes a resonance cascade. And I found cascade, you know, like Cascade, like the soap that goes in your dishwasher. When you put your plates in the dishwasher, and they're all like, you know, they're all in a row. It's like plate in a row. That's a cascade of dishes. That's a cascade of plates. When they're all lined up like that. Something about the definition. That means cascade. So anyway, you have this resonance of the teleport frequency, and it cascades. So you got this teleport spot, and it's just happening everywhere, and things are coming from this other dimension that we teleport to as like a relay destination. And then like there's something from the other dimension is like, oh, this is a doorway, and they use it as a Trojan incident. And I'd love to tell you all the story front to back, but the problem is when they made Half-Life 2 and then the 2 expansion packs for it, they left you on a cliffhanger of you're about to go and find out what all this stuff is, and then which we're gonna actually meet him here in a little bit, but your girlfriend's dad dies, maybe, or maybe not, probably not, and the thing that killed him gets attacked by your robot dog, and then it like flees out of the hole in the roof that it made, crying and bleeding, and the robot dog chases it, and you're about to fly this helicopter, and then it just kind of fades out, and it's like cliffhanger much. And so now Half-Life 3, the sequel to this game, is the biggest case of vaporware, and there is an actual Half-Life release. It's a pre-sequel. It goes in between Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. It's for VR only. It's being released this month, or maybe it's been put off because of the thing. And, you know, usually they are put off anyway, but that's an official Steam release, or official Valve release, which is a huge thing for the Half-Life fandom. Huge. Can't even get into it. But what I will get into is this Crowbar Collective, who remade the first game using the second game and a lot of new stuff. And they added things, and it just makes it a better game. So it's really cool. Anyway, we're a scientist and we're headed to work to do.
You know, Barney's been pretty scarce around these parts. Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up with him.
Let's turn up the brightness a little bit. That might help us. My video card's getting hot. The thing is, it's a 4-year-old video card, Kratos, so I'm like, yeah, it's good enough. Okay. I'm like, well, I understand, but the thing is, it's like I said, it's a really good video card, so, like, how am I gonna copy that? I don't know.
Oh man, you cut the ponytail.
See, like, that wasn't in the first game. The ponytail line.
Hey, Mr. Freeman. I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess. They were also having some problems down in the test chamber, too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna make this a real long stream, because I'd like to...
Reports. Residue processing plant is operating at optimal performance.
Okay, great. Because I want to go through the video settings and make sure I don't screw up my hardware, because it's updated so well. It's really taxing it. I'm surprised it's running hot. It's running like, you know, it's usually not this hot. It's not bad, but you know, I'm really not one to tax my hardware. But anyway, yeah, they added the basic stuff, like I can talk to her.
Doctor, we can talk at lunch, Gordon.
Yeah, you know that stuff, but then we're supposed to get our hazard suit on, so let's run down and get the hazard suit on so you can see.
Good morning, Dr. Freeman. But the thermal protection system seems to be online now. Those TPS reports have gotten progressively worse. Hard to find good help these days. Yes, about that.
TPS reports.
That experiment is single-handedly responsible for inspiring my career in science.
It's funny how they talk, but
Morning, champ.
morning.
Hello.
And then this was a really cool addition. You can blow up the microwave.
Good heavens!
What the hell? You think you can fix the vending machine too, college boy?
We will never hear the end of this.
Yeah, you best make like an atom and split. 'Cause that was you-know-who's lunch.
Yeah, he complains a lot. That was Magnuson's lunch. But anyway, let's get our hazard suit on. And you can
Why do we
see...
all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
You can see why this is kind of more of a realistic-esque version.
Rat. No toilet paper.
I got you covered.
Hello? Hello? Oh, thank heavens. I'm in dire need of some toilet paper.
Well, there you go. So anyway, this is one of my favorite parts of the game, is because you get a suit that... Everybody say, yeah, save. You get a suit that talks to you.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV Protective System for use in hazardous environment conditions. High impact reactive armor activated. Atmospheric contaminant sensors activated. Vital sign monitoring activated. Automatic medical systems engaged. Defensive weapon selection system activated. Munition level monitoring activated. Communications interface online. Have a very safe day.
Have a very safe day. Love my hazard suit. Let's get it charge. Oh, not much charge. There we go. There's our locker.
Power 30%.
That's an Easter egg.
Ah, I remember my days in the hazardous environment suit.
Anyway, it's kind of a boring start because you're getting into the story of it. We come back through here later.
Go right on through, sir. Looks like you're in the barrel today.
Hi.
Hello. Oh yeah, we're the one who actually puts the rock in the beam. And Kratos, if you notice that rock and that gem that I had as the main picture before the show, it's kind of a play on that. Even these panels, the way they have so much
Did you catch that last fluctuation?
dimension.
It's nothing to worry about.
Control room, plasma cells, ionization chambers. Lasers.
We should harness the remaining photonic energy to ensure resonance control. Double check
What's up, Doc?
angles and make sure the superluminescent diode
It's been a mess down here this morning.
optical feedback.
Have fun.
He said, "What's up, Doc?" Oh, that's funny. Really?
Gordon Freeman.
Is it that hard? There. Close enough.
Gordon Freeman.
Ah, Gordon, there you are.
Nice of you to finally join us, Doctor.
We've just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we needed the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather he went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon. In the test chamber.
Right. Come on then, I'll walk you down.
Okay, they're gonna watch me use this giant
Eli has
machine
been busy
to zap
making
a rock.
last-minute preparations for the new experiment. Greetings, Eli.
Morning, Izzy.
I trust this morning finds you well.
Gordon. Good morning.
There's our girlfriend's dad.
I'm glad you're here. These last-minute changes, they're a bit strange to just... Oh! It's about to go critical.
What in the blazes is going on with our equipment?
It was never meant to do this in the first place. Oh,
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along, Gordon. We'll be but a moment.
Yeah, so anyway, we're gonna go along with the test despite the fact that that has been happening. I mean, you know, that alone would be call for
This could
like
take a bit longer
2
than
months
I
worth
anticipated.
of nonsense. But anyway, we'll poke the rock in the
By
beam.
Becquerel's ghost! The radiation level is off the charts. You know, this is far from the glory I had envisioned as an undergrad.
How so?
I've got 2 PhDs and an Ørsted medal, and I find myself doing work best suited for an intern.
Please. You do very meaningful work here.
Really? Push that button, walk over here, push this one, stand and stare at the screen, walk back over there, push another button, again.
Come now, you're overreacting.
I don't know how much longer I can abide these perfunctory tasks. I need more time for myself.
Ha! Don't kid yourself.
So Kratos, just to give you a little bit of a little bit of background, I worked as a scientist in battery research, which is a whole nother topic we can get into. Yeah, really cool stuff, car batteries, that kind of stuff. And well, all right. So you may have noticed there's a lot of like glory, like vainglory, and a lot of, you know, I'm a great scientist and all that going on with the scientists and stuff. Okay, so it's kind of like the movie Office Space. It's a play on real, actuality, and well, I guess the best way to kind of sum up my point is to tell you a joke that was told to me by a scientist who's probably about 75 right now. He's a really cool guy, Boris Monahov, and he told me this joke about scientists, and he's a PhD, you know, he's got a phone book of published, articles on lead-acid batteries and such. Check him out sometime. And he told me this joke about scientists. He said that man and woman scientists, they got caught making love in the laboratory, and there was a panel trying to decide what kind of disciplinary action to take, and somebody stood up and said, well, at least they were both working to the same end. And the idea of that joke is that, you know, scientists are always fighting, and it's so hard to get 2 scientists to work toward the same goal.
You wouldn't know what to do with free time if you even had any.
That tears it. I'm going to check with the office upstairs and see how many vacation days I've accrued over the past 25 years. It's high time I took a break from all this.
Certainly. But before you do, activate the electron multiplier and report the reading from the micro-channel plates.
Okay.
You have no idea what's going on, do you? I don't.
Oh, there you are. Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Ah, here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, as long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that.
Standard insertion procedures.
Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't feel...
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
What were you guys saying? Something about professional? Anyway. Yeah, I'll see you guys for tacos.
Testing. Testing.
Okay, notice how it shows me the little what do you call it? The legend that tells me how to get on a ladder. Oh man, Kratos, we could climb ladders back in the day. Oh man, and the errors. The errors. Yeah, anyway, I jump when I get on a ladder. Yeah, you want to be careful.
Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. Now, if you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Okay.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1. I'm seeing predictable phase arrays. Stage 2 emitters activating now.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
You do the chop
Overhead capacitors to 105%. It's probably not a problem. Probably. But I'm showing a small discrepancy in... Well, no. It's well within acceptable bounds here. Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you at any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
Oh, those blue lights, those are new. That's nice.
Standard insertion for non-standard specimen.
There we go.
Go ahead, Gordon.
Get away from the radio!
Oh my God! Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Someone get it out of there! Shut it down!
It's not shutting down!
Move down!
Storm drawn 9,000. rocks going? Bet the rock teleported out of there.
Attention. Sector C. Science personnel. Evacuate area immediately.
Oh, we got other stuff.
Listen, I tried to warn them.
I never thought I'd see a resonance cascade, let alone create one. By Schrodinger's cat, he's alive.
Gordon! Thank God for that hazard suit. All the phones are out. I can't reach anyone in the facility. We need to get to the surface and let someone know that we're stranded down here. There's no telling what kind of danger is. My God.
Fascinating. Looking back.
We can't afford to waste time. You'll need me for the retinal scanner. I'm certain the rest of the science team will help you along the way. And for God's sake, keep that suit on until you're in the clear. You hear me?
Oh yeah, Kratos, at one point in the game, just because it's going to be a while before we get there. Oh, I guess that makes me walk slow. Okay.
Warning. Unauthorized biological forms detected in coolant maintenance area.
This is new. Laser got it. Hey, didn't you play this game? Yeah, I did, Kratos. And they added some stuff to it, but yeah, this the army eventually comes to try and shut down the project, so we're fighting off the military too. But I'm gonna wrap this one out a little bit because we won't get to that part yet.
Give it up! Shit! Get us the hell out of here! Help us!
Warning. Unauthorized biological forms detected in Sector C.
There's a first aid kit in there, so you know they'll use the first aid kit and be better. That'll be fine.
Gordon? Gordon!
But yeah,
Man, am I glad to see you. What the hell are these things, man? And why are they wearing science team uniforms?
so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one out. And I'll fix the video, you know, before I stream again, and then we'll kind of go from there. So, thanks for hanging out, Kratos. Notice that rock, that kind of, that's from a photo I have, you know, of the gem, but I thought it kind of resembled the piece we stuck in the beam. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one, man. Have a good day.